For many people owed small amounts of money, the courts have rarely been a good idea. Whether it's a soft loan to a friend or a case where a partner takes off with the proceeds of a deal, you are usually guaranteed that the case will drag through the courts and you will pay so much fees and spend so much time chasing it, you will come out poorer. When the judiciary checked the backlog of cases, they found that small disputes took up 70% of the court's time. This is the reason behind the establishment of small claims courts through a law enacted in 2016. Keyne Odhiambo is one of the first adjudicators appointed to preside over cases at the small claims court.
A study was conducted in Kenya, and it was discovered that most of the matters filed in our courts, the jurisdiction range between 0 to 1 million. So most of these matters have been staying in court for so long, and Kenyans were complaining that they want swift, expeditious way of resolving disputes. So the small claims court was established so that we can have those matters whose pecuniary value are between 0 to 1 million being handled in the small claims court.
The disputes you can file at the small claims court can be either civil or commercial. The disputes range from business contracts, personal injuries, material damage claims, and others. However, employment contracts, land matters, defamation, and criminal cases cannot be filed in the small claims courts. For civil cases, the maximum cost for filing is 1,000 Kenya shillings, while for most commercial cases, the filing cost is free.
The small claims court was meant to lower the cost of litigation. It was meant to make it simpler for any person, whether represented or not represented, to file a claim in court. So there are some matters which you don't pay anything as filing fees. So long as you have lodged your documents through the e-portal, you'll be given a date. So in that, as per to cost, I think we are the cheapest in filing fees. In other courts, you'll find that lodging a claim, for example, a personal injury claim, you may file a minimum of 500 shillings or 550 for the pleadings, and any subsequent document you file, you'll be charged. If you are filing a return of service, you'll be charged 75 shillings. If you are filing submissions, you'll be charged. But in the small claims court, those fees are waived.
The court has also reduced the demands for litigants, so the adjudicator does not need to see written contracts or documents as evidence. All you need is any evidence that shows the money was meant to be refunded and was not meant as a gift, like the gifts exchanged between couples.
I had a peculiar case. Person X, Y were dating. Along the way, they separated. Now, during their relationship, person X was giving this lady some money, gifts, and when their relationship ended, he filed a suit saying that I want to be compensated back all those items that I gave. Now, it all depends. If the gift was given as a gift, you can't claim it back. But if the intent of giving the money was the money to be repaid back, they need to prove that it was a loan, which has to be repaid back within a specific period of time.
At this court, everything is done online from filing to the proceedings themselves. As per the rules set out for this court, the cases should be resolved within 60 days.
You will get the forms online, whereby the forms have the particulars of the person making the claim, the person you are suing. So you will fill in the details of the person you are suing and the particulars of your claim. Now, in the particulars of your claim, you will briefly state why you are suing person X, Y, and Z. And then you'll have a checkbox on the amount that you want to be compensated with. Then you sign, and then you file it. So when you file it in our e-portal system, the matter will be categorized, whether it's a civil matter or a commercial dispute.
Since its establishment in 2021, the Small Claims Court has had 61,269 cases filed as of February 2025, with 50,666 of these cases being resolved. In terms of monetary value, the court has succeeded in releasing 9.3 billion Kenya shillings back to the economy.
Now, in the other courts, the money will be tied up due to either backlog and matters being filed. So maybe that money will be released back in the economy after 2 or 3 years. So if you had that small company of yours, and you are depending on that as capital, it means that you have closed down and you could not either employ people.
Currently, the Small Claims Court operates in 33 counties with 37 active registries.
So we have a good positive feedback from litigants, advocates on the court. So we will encourage our wananchi to file matters in our court. It was meant to ensure that even that person who is at Nyalgunga can file a claim in court and proceed.